From center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass., this is Lexington Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Tonight, it's the Blue Sox with a record of 13-7, second in the ICL, hosting the Reading Bulldogs with a record of 10-5-1, fourth in the ICL. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story as the Blue Sox meet the Bulldogs for the second time this year. They met all the way back on May 31st, and that was a tough loss. Handed to the Blue Sox here at center field. That was back on opening night, and the Blue Sox had to wait almost 2 months to get revenge, and they'll do so. They hope to do so here at home before a doubleheader this Sunday over at Reading Memorial High School. The Bulldogs have a slightly better record than the Blue Sox in terms of winning percentage, but the Blue Sox with a win tonight can pull even for first place in the ICL with the Watertown Reds. And here's the starting lineup. First for the visiting Reading Bulldogs in their traditional black road jerseys with red letters, numbers, and inserts. Darren Hartwell's going to lead it off in center field, followed by Tyler Cedeno at short. Jeff Roy is in right. Mike Taylor is the DH. Chris Bosco is behind the plate. Kyle Brennan is at first. Joey Hodap is in left. Johnny Hayes is at second. And Andrew Moja rounds out the lineup at third base as the Blue Sox take the field. On the mound for the Reading Bulldogs is the Intercity League ERA leader, Alex Mandrus. Mandrus coming into play just 2-1 with one save, but a .58 ERA in 24 innings. He has allowed 21 hits, 5 runs, only 2 of which are earned, walked 2, and struck out 23. The starting line for the Blue Sox in the pearly whites tonight, the white and blue cap and the white jersey with the blue piping letters and numbers. Aaron Barboza is going to lead it off in right field, followed by Justin Silvestro at third. Taylor Ferguson is in center. Julian Alvarez is in left. Dan Graham is the DH. Morgan Brown is at short. Thomas Russo is at second. John Putras is behind the plate. And Dorian Rojas rounds out the lineup at first base. And on the mound for the Blue Sox will be the left-hander Tony Anino. Anino making his fourth appearance. 3-0 with a .93 ERA in 15 innings. He's allowed 11 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which are earned. Walked 3 and struck out 22. Last appearance came on July 9th against the Malden Mad Dogs. Got the win in 4 innings of work. Allowed 1 unearned run, 3 hits, and 2 walks, while striking out 4. John Putras wearing Rick DeAngelis' number 25 tonight, for those of you keeping score at home. Looks like we've got some fans watching the game from beyond the right field fence tonight. We haven't had a crowd line up there in a long time. It's a pretty sizable crowd, too. So here's the longtime Bulldog Darren Hartwell to lead things off for the Bulldogs in the top of the first. Hartwell batting even .400 with 2 triples and 5 RBIs. Lefty against lefty, and the first pitch at 8:07 is low for ball 1. We're underway. Nino making his first appearance against the Bulldogs this season, and the pitch is in there for strike 1. This is flared down the left field line, but foul, and that'll make it 1-2. The defensive alignment for the Blue Sox, Alvarez, Ferguson, and Barboza left to right in the outfield. Third to first in the infield, Silvestro, Brown, Russo, and Rojas. And Putras catching a Nino. Little blooper into shallow center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So on 1 and 2, Hartwell, who's a speedster. In fact, you got a lot of players like to run on this Bulldogs team. Hartwell aboard to begin the ball game. Bulldogs have 4 different players with at least 5 steals. Here's Tyler Cedeno, the shortstop. Cedeno, 426, 1 triple, 10 RBIs, tied for the team lead in that category. Pitches downstairs. The throw to second is not nearly in time. It was a high one, too. And that'll be a stolen base for Hartwell as he claims the team lead in that department. Ball 1 the count, and now Silvestro and Putras going out to have a word with Anino. So the Bulldogs quickly with a runner in scoring position to begin the ball game. Nobody out. 1-0 count to Cedeno. And Cedeno takes down and in 2-0. Jeff Roy on deck. He is a tough out, as the Blue Sox discovered. Cedeno takes inside as he squared the bunt, and it's 3-0. Third baseman Silvestro close to the line, but also in. As Nino comes set, and the pitch, that's a strike. Cedeno doesn't like the call, and it's 3-1. Three-one pitch. Catches the inside corner, 3-2. So 3-2 the count to Cedeno. And the pitch will have to wait as Anino spins back towards second. Infield backs up now. And Anino steps off the rubber again. The pitch to Cedeno is popped up. Rojas down the first base line, and this will be a foul ball. Barboza was the closest to it, but he couldn't track it down. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Anino was behind 3-0. Now it's 3-2. And the pitch. Another pop-up into shallow center. Out goes Brown. And he reaches out and did he make the catch? He did. Wow. Good heads-up base running, though, by Hartwell to tag and go to third. So 1 out on a fantastic layout there by Brown. And that'll bring up Jeff Roy, who introduced himself to the Blue Sox rather rudely in the team's first meeting, was 4 for 5, 3 for 5 with 4 runs scored in that game. And he swings and misses for strike one. Roy has not played very much since that point, though. This is only his 8th game, but he's a .400 hitter with 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 7 RBIs. 1-1 the count. Roy had a gap between June 11th and July 7th when he did not play at all. That's 2-1. Since then, he's played in now 5 of the last 7 games for the Bulldogs. Now 6 of the last 8 with this game tonight. That's outside, 3-1. Roy's got 5 steals in 7 games, so you don't want to give him first base with second open. And Roy pops this one up, fouling out of play. And we have an official broadcast as it lands directly in the middle of Worthen Road. Hartwell at third, 1 out. Another full count for Anino. It's been a taxed inning thus far. 16 pitches. Number 17 is swung on and missed, strike 3. High fastball, got him to swing through it. And that'll bring up Mike Taylor, the DH. Taylor playing his 10th game, .481 with 4 doubles and 6 RBIs. And he takes strike 1. The 0-1. Grounded to the right side. It'll be fielded by Russo on to first, and nothing comes of the leadoff single. And after half an inning, it is the Bulldogs nothing, and the Blue Sox coming up. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. To the bottom of the first we go, and here's Aaron Barboza, the right fielder. Barboza coming into play at .433 with 1 RBI and 6 stolen bases. All 13 of his hits are singles. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. One and one. Mandrus with the unorthodox delivery there, gets ahead 1-2 with a swing and a miss. And this is a little nubber to the second baseman, Hayes. He'll field, fire on to first in time, 1 down. Oh. And I'll bring up Justin Silvestro, getting the start at third base tonight. Silvestro, .333 with 11 RBIs, a team high. Silvestro, along with Russo, has played in all 20 games this season for the Blue Sox, as that swung on miss for strike one. Good off-speed pitch there by Mandrus. Looks like a slider that just misses the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Popped up into right center field, and it will be the center fielder Hartwell making the catch for out number 2. So let's see if Taylor Ferguson can keep the line moving. Ferg entering play .349, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 2 homers, 10 RBIs. And Ferguson takes strike one. Comes up empty there, and it's 0-2. Andrew showing why he's the league ERA leader early on here. Up and away, 1-2. Ferguson did not play in the first game between these two teams back on the 31st of May. Ferguson stays alive with a foul ball. Mandrus winds and delivers. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Bosco Fields fires onto first, and the inning is over. So perfect inning there for Mandrus, and after one complete inning, it is the Bulldogs nothing and the Blue Sox nothing. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Top of the second with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Bulldogs. Chris Bosco, Kyle Brennan, and Joey Hodap. First pitch to Bosco, trying to butt his way on. It's a good one. Nate Wolf, the new first baseman, will try to flip to an Eno, and it's not in time. Bosco's got excellent speed for a catcher. That'll build on his 282 average as that's ruled a hit. That'll bring up Kyle Brennan, the first baseman. Brennan at 267 with 1 homer and 7 RBIs. One change for the Blue Sox as Nate Wolf has taken over at first base for Dorian Rojas. And that's in there for strike 1 to Brennan. Oh, pop foul. And that'll make it 0-2. And time is called and granted to Kyle Brennan. It was muggy and humid and warm most of the day, but it's cooled off. Nice little breeze blowing out. As the runner goes from first, the pitch is grounded to the right side. Staying out of the double play is Bosco, and the play goes 4-3 for out number 1. So again, the Bulldogs have a runner in scoring position. That brings up Joey Hodap, the left fielder. Hodap, 286, 1 double, 4 RBIs. This is a battle of the two teams with the best ERA in the Intercity League, with the Bulldogs leading the pack at 280 and the Blue Sox right behind them at 281. Runner goes from second. The throw down to third is not in time as Bosco stays on the bag. Second steal of the ball game for the Bulldogs. And it's 1-0. Go ahead, run 90 feet away here for the Bulldogs in a 1-0 count. And it's a little broken back grounder right back to the pitcher, and they'll throw to home, and they get the tag.
Nice job, Tony. Nice play. Tony, now, boy.
Play goes 1-2. Runner at first, 2 down on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Johnny Hayes, the second baseman. Excellent heads-up play by Anino to work through the fragmented bat. Hayes entering play at 167 with 3 RBIs. 4 for 24 in 8 games. Throw over to first. And back safely is Hodap. One and 0 to Hayes, who also serves on the Bulldogs coaching staff. Fouled straight back, and that makes it 1-1. Hayes is a veteran of the Boston amateur baseball scene. Throw over to first. He's playing the Park League, the Yawkey League, the Intercity League, of course, the MSBL. Runner goes from first. The pitch is lined into right field, and it's down for a base hit. Barboza rifles the ball into the infield. And it's first and third. 2 out for the number 9 hitter, Andrew Moja. So Hayes picks up his fifth hit of the season. That'll get his average to exactly 200. And that just misses for ball 1 to Moja. Moja batting 130 with 2 RBIs this season. And this is grounded to the left side, a slow roller fielded by Silvestro on to first. A good scoop. Oh, it's not in time. And Hot Apple score on the infield single, and the Bulldogs are on the board first. It's 1-0. So the lineup turns over for Darren Hartwell, who led off this ball game with a 2-strike base hit, and he fouls that one off for strike 1. So the Bulldogs using the speed game to get their first run. Popped up. Fan coming down the gravel path behind the Bulldogs bullpen almost caught that one. And it'll be 0-2 to Hartwell. And Nino comes set. And the pitch. Breaking ball down low, 1-2. Moja at first. Hayes at second. And Hartwell pops this one up. In comes Brown. And he makes the catch for the out that retires the side. But the Bulldogs get 1 run on 3 hits and leave 2. And after 1.5, it is the Bulldogs 1 and the Blue Sox nothing. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Middle third of the order due up for the Blue Sox here in the bottom of the second. Julian Alvarez, Dan Graham, and Morgan Brown. And Alvarez takes on the inside corner, strike one. Alvarez batting .311 with 2 homers and 10 RBIs. Swings and misses. Mandrus has the slider going tonight, and it's 0-2. Alvarez takes ball one. And Alvarez grounds this one foul down the third base line past Rick DeAngelis in the third base coach's box. Mandrus delivers again. Up and away, 2-2. And Alvarez hits a little number to third. Moja fires on to first in time, one down. First 4 retired in order by Mandrus. Here's Dan Graham, the DH. Had his best game of the season last night against the Chiefs. Got his average up to .308 with 1 RBI. Taken all the way for strike one. Big cut and a miss by Grammer, and it's 0-2. And Graham grounds this one to first. Brennan has it, and he'll step on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the second. I'll bring up Morgan Brown, the shortstop. Brown batting .350 with 2 RBIs, 7 hits, one of them a double. And he takes ball one. Into left center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Brown's going to take the turn at first, head to second, and he will get there standing up with the first hit of the ball game for the Blue Sox, a 2-out double. So let's see what Thomas Russo can do. Russo's not in the starting lineup last night, came in after Curley got injured and made a couple nice defensive plays at second base. And that's where he gets the start tonight. And he takes strike one. Cutting action there. Russo at .290 with 6 RBIs. And that's low for ball one. No advance by Brown at second. And this is into right center field. That will get down for a base hit. Brown being waved around third. The throw to the infield will be cut off, and we have a tie ball game. That keeps the line moving for John Puttress. Putty batting 150 with 2 RBIs, 3 for 20. And he hits this one between the pitcher and the catcher. It'll be fielded by the catcher, Bosco, and he fires onto first for the out. That retires the side. Blue Sox get 1 run on 2 hits and leave 1. And after 2 complete, it is the Bulldogs 1 and the Blue Sox 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow the Blue Sox on the web at LexingtonBlueSox.com, Facebook.com/LexingtonBlueSox, and on Twitter and Instagram, BlueSox_ICL. We go to the top of the third. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Bulldogs: Tyler Cedeno, Jeff Roy, and Mike Taylor.
Brown was 1-0, Russo was 1-0.
Cedeno popped up to short after a 7-pitch at bat, his first time up in the first. Wants to bunt his way on, but he bunted at a high one, and it's foul for strike 1. Third baseman Silvestro a little bit in on the grass. And Cedeno, it's a broken back grounder. Nice pick by Silvestro. Strong throw to first in time. So that'll bring up Jeff Roy. Struck out swing his first time up. And Roy flares this one into center field, but it will be caught by Ferguson for a 1-pitch out, number 2. Let's see what Mike Taylor can do. Grounded out to second to end the first. Blue Sox dugout giving instructions to the infield as that's in there for strike 1. Wanted Russo to play a little more closer to first for the right-handed hitting Taylor. As he lines this one right into the glove of the first baseman, Wolf, and that the inning is over on 5 pitches. And after 2.5, it is still the Blue Sox 1 and the Bulldogs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game to place your order. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. Nate Wolf to lead things off here in the bottom of the third, to be followed by Aaron Barboza and Justin Silvestro. Wolf was originally the starting first baseman. Then they decided to give Dorian Rojas an inning in the field to get him some work, and then Wolf replaced him in the field starting in the second inning. And Wolf entering play bank 222 with 3 RBIs. And he takes outside ball 1. Wolf comes up empty there, and it's 1-1. Wolf hits this one into right field. Back goes Roy, and it is gone! It might have taken a chunk out of somebody's car, but Nate Wolf with his first home run of the season. Tenth home run of the season for the Blue Sox as a team. And he knew it. So the Blue Sox pick up their second homer in their last 3 games, as that's upstairs for ball 1 to Aaron Barboza. Barboza hits this one to left field. That'll get down for a base hit. And the Blue Sox starting to feel it here offensively. And for the first 5 were retired in order. A double and a single brought home the first run for the Blue Sox in the second. Now a home run by Wolf and a single by the speedster Barboza. Justin Silvestro flew out to center his first time up as that catches the inside corner for strike 1. Barboza bluffing off of first. And Stroh fouls that one off to make it 0-2. Mandrus delivers, and it's popped foul to the left, and that'll get out of play. Third baseman Moshe in on the grass as it's hit past him down the third base line. Barboza is on his way to third, and he will hold there. Silvestro on his way to second, and he is out. Great relay from Hodap, the left fielder. So that'll be a single for Silvestro with Barboza now at third. And the play goes 7-4. Now here's Ferguson, struck out swinging his first time up to end the bottom of the first. Mandrus comes set, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Ferguson going for another home run there. And it's 0-1.
Wolf's home run was the 95th Blue Sox have hit since 2000.
As that's fouled off for strike two. Wolf's home run is the 95th home run the Blue Sox have hit since 2006. In the regular season or regular season and postseason? Just regular season home runs, that is.
This is now only the fourth year we've reached double digits.
As that's in the dirt. And we're probably going to have a little bit of a stoppage here as we wait for the car beyond right field to turn its lights off. So here's Alvarez, grounded out to third his first time up in the second. Blue Sox would like to convert on this opportunity with Barboza at third. And Alvarez will take strike one. Barboza singled and advanced to third on Silvestro's single where he was thrown out at second. Another block by Bosco. And it's 1-1. As that's upstairs, 2-1. Up and in, 3-1. Dan Graham on deck. Center fielder Hartwell playing a couple steps towards left, as that's outside for ball four. So first and third for Dan Graham. He had a great game last night against Andre, but that was against a right-hander, albeit a very good right-hander in Frenny. Now he has to deal with the very good left-hander, Mandrus. So the advantage in this respect, you'd figure, goes to the... Oh, God, why did I think it was a left-hander? I'm sorry. I'm tired. 2 cans of Monster and a coffee haven't done anything for me today.
I think you were confused because he had his glove off.
Anyways. As Graham skies this one into left field, over goes Hodap, and he makes the catch for the out there, retires the side. So, we'll take a timeout as the announcer tries to recalibrate himself as the Blue Sox get 1 run on 3 hits and leave 2. After 3 complete is the Blue Sox 2 and the Bulldogs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. The Blue Sox have a left-hander on the mound, and he's starting his 4th inning. Tony Annino. And he will face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Chris Bosco, Kyle Brennan, and Joey Hodap. Bosco singled and stole 3rd, but was thrown out at home his first time up in the 2nd. As that's upstairs for ball 1. Upstairs 2-0. LSP's next broadcast is tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox return to Maplewood Field at Malden Catholic to take on the Malden Mad Dogs. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. It looked like a little bit high for a strike, but it's 2-1. Catches the knees, strike 2. Bosco, a .282 hitter, 1 homer, 10 RBIs. And he swings and misses at a high one for strike 3. Second strikeout for Annino, and that brings up Kyle Brennan, the first baseman. As that's in for strike 1 to Brennan, who grounded out to second his first time up in the 2nd. May thanks to Mr. Russo for providing the nourishment that's getting me back into the game.
I'll slap you in the face if that'll help.
Also, walking around a little bit will get your blood going, so there's that. Broken back grounder to second. Russo on to first, 2 down. We do not condone abuse in the workplace.
Just offering, whatever it needs you to.
Maybe a little love tap on the shoulder. I don't know.
We're not that close.
You know what I mean.
I know.
We need to get you on the microphone at some point.
I told you that.
No.
You shook me off.
No. Did I?
Yes. I said that a couple of, like a week ago. You got a second headset. I said,
Well, I actually need to buy a new one. That one fell apart, so. That's upstairs 2-0. I honest to God don't remember you saying that. I just 2-0 to Joey Hodap, who reached on fielder's choice and scored what is thus far the Bulldogs' only run back in the second. He comes up empty there, and it's 2-1. Mm-hmm. It's like the background noise when you listen to the Red Sox on the is popped up into right field. In comes Barboza, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Anino. He's retired 7 in a row, but yeah, it's like when you listen to the Red Sox broadcast, you can hear like the guy in the background reading off what the pitcher's line was.
8-9-1.
So we will go to the bottom of the fourth as we're halfway home after 3.5. The Blue Sox 2 and the Bulldogs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Okay. So here's Morgan Brown to lead off the bottom of the fourth. And Brown fouls this one off for strike one. So here's tonight's trivia question. I haven't had one of these in a while. What happened on this day in Red Sox history in 1979, 39 years ago today? So that's down and in for ball one.
Right player, wrong milestone.
So that's outside 2-0. Yastrzemski did get to 3,000 hits, right? Okay. It's 2-2 now as Brown takes strike. Yep. Brown swings and misses. Well, Mandris has had that slider going all night. Nope, that's his second. He had a strikeout at bottom of the first, Ferguson. Yep. So here's Thomas Russo. Russo singled home Brown for the first Blue Sox run back in the second. As that's in there for strike one. Russo playing his 21st out of a possible 21 games, along with Justin Silvestro reaching the same milestone tonight.
Cardinals have another no-hitter going.
As that's fouled off. 1-2. Cardinals have another no-hitter going, and
Top of the seventh, they're no-hitting the Reds. They're up 2-0.
how many? What was the final result of yesterday's game?
They ended up losing. The other guy threw 7 no-hitters.
Oh God.
debut.
Yeah, 14 months after getting drilled in the head with a line drive.
And he's got a great last name.
What's his name again?
David Ponce de Leon.
Oh, yeah. David Ponce de Leon. But here's the thing. Unlike the Explorer, Ponce de Leon for David is all one word.
Right. Maybe.
John Puttress falls behind 0-1. He grounded out on a number fielded by the catcher Bosco his first time up. As that's down and away, 1-1.
Gary Sanchez is on the DL. Aggravated his groin. He obviously didn't do it running down the first base last night.
As this is a check swing down the first base line, but it's just foul as Brennan fields it, and it's 1-2.
Sanchez? He's to be the starting catcher since Sanchez just
Did
well, he said he aggravated. It says that he aggravated his groin. Obviously, he didn't do it running the first last night.
Did you see him with the guy that scored from second on the pass ball?
I heard that, but I didn't see the video.
Pass ball, ball goes like halfway up the third baseline. There's a guy on second, so he goes to third. Sanchez,
and a foul tip into the mitt of Bosco for strike 3, third strikeout for Mandris as we're just throwing shade at Gary Sanchez here back here. After 4 complete, it is still the Blue Sox 2 and the Bulldogs 1. This is Blue Sox Baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Two runs, 5 hits, no errors, 3 left for the Blue Sox. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left for the Bulldogs as we begin the top of the 5th with the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up Hayes, Moja, and Hartwell. Uh-oh. As that is strike 1 to Hayes. Hayes singled his last time up. Up and away, 1-1. And Eno wasn't scheduled to start this game, but here he is going into his 5th inning of work. 2-1.
Pirates who have won 10 in a row. 9-2 on the first place
Fouled off. 2-2.
Yankees are up 3-0, bottom of the seventh in Tampa. Plenty of time for the Rays to come back.
Yep. This is a little nubber foul. Seventh pitch of the at-bat upcoming. And it's fouled off. Good battle here by Hayes. He took a chunk out of himself for that foul ball, though. "54 pitches on the game thus far for Anino. And the pitch, little pop fly that will be caught by Russo at second base for out number one. Russo had a play last night that was actually a big out in the sixth inning, I believe, and we didn't get it on camera because it was behind the Blue Sox dugout, but there was like no reaction from the Blue Sox, and I didn't see an out signal from the umpire, but Russo made the catch on that pop foul. Yeah. So, Russo doing well over at second base defensively. That's ball one to Andrew Moja, who has the lone RBI for the Bulldogs thus far. Moja fouls that one off to even the count at 1. There appears to be action in the Bulldogs bullpen, or behind the Bulldogs bullpen.
Well played off the roof.
Upstairs 2-1. Mandel Carmen warming in the Blue Sox bullpen after a 5-out save last night. This is a little liner, and nice snag by Silvestro for the second out. You know, it's funny, all this season, Russo has been playing third and Silvestro at second, but their best defensive work of the season has come in the past couple of games when they've swapped positions. So the lineup turns over for Darren Hartwell, who's 1 for 2. Corner infielders anticipating the bunt, and it's ball one outside. Down away, 2-0. Hartwell picked up a stolen base earlier. 2 stolen bases on the game for the Bulldogs. Got 26 as a team right now, as that's low, 3-0. Bulldogs have the second most steals in the Intercity League, behind the Watertown Reds with 34, as that misses for ball 4. That's going to bring Matt Karras out from the Blue Sox dugout. Tyler Cedeno, as a soft toss to first, sends Hartwell back. Cedeno 0 for 2. Popped up to short, grounded out to third. Anino looking to get out of this before Hartwell can wreak havoc on the bases. Throw is too late as the pitch was in the dirt. And the second stolen base of the game for Hartwell. Pitch was a ball. Now the tying run in scoring position. Last night the Blue Sox scored 5 runs in 1 inning, and Rick D'Angelo said 5's not enough, and it certainly felt that way for much of the game as the Chiefs tried to chip away. 2 runs certainly doesn't feel like enough here. Just fouled off, and Cedeno is down. He's definitely favoring the left foot.
The Orioles don't need Machado. Beckham hit a 2-run homer for him. Give him a 4-3 lead tonight. Then they went to the rain delay.
What inning is it in?
Top 6.
Oh, so that's an official game.
If they don't get the replay.
So 1-1 to Cedeno.
Timing by Beckham for the home run.
Yep.
Orioles fans at least.
And a spin back towards second by Anino. Basone warming in the Blue Sox bullpen as that's low, 2-1. Anino comes set. The pitch chopped towards the third base bleachers. And that'll even the count at 2. I would assume would be Anino's last inning. He had a pretty economical first 4 innings, but with the action warming behind him and just a 1-run lead. The 2-2 popped foul and out of play. Cedeno settles back in. Hartwell still at second. And the pitch, runner goes. The pitch is a high swing and a miss for strike 3. And Anino gets out of it. Picks up his 3rd strikeout. And after 4.5, it is still the Blue Sox 2 and the Bulldogs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. What's Nate Wolf got for an encore after hitting a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the third his first time up? Wolf picking up the 10th home run for the Blue Sox this season. Going for another one there, but came up empty. 4-strike-1. Right on it, but timing just a little off. 1-1. Wolf, Barboza, and Silvestro due up here. In the bottom of the fifth. And that homer got to his head a little bit there as he swings and misses, and it's 1-2. Mandra's still out there for his fifth inning of work. And this is into right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And Wolf is 2 for 2. So that'll bring up Aaron Barboza, who's 1 for 2.
MLB.
Sure.
The Yankees have agreed into a deal to acquire Zach Britton.
Oh. Zach Britton going to the Yankees, it looks like. And Barboza going to try and butt his way on, but it is a foul ball. Barboza going to try and bunt again, but this one's foul as well. So now Barboza will have to swing the bat. Barboza takes low, ball 1.
Unfortunately, news in St. Louis isn't good either. Not only did he lose the no-hitter, the Reds have tied it up. We gotta find good news here somewhere.
Runner goes. The pitch is swung on and missed, but up to second. On the stolen base goes Wolf. So here's Justin Silvestro. Singled, but was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. His last time up. And he takes in there strike 1. That's down and in. 1-1. Base hit here would be huge for the Blue Sox. Trying to extend this lead. As this is grounded up the middle, it'll be fielded by the second baseman Hayes, and the throw pulls the first baseman Brennan off the bag. It'll be an infield single. Not enough to get the runner home, though. So here's Taylor Ferguson, 0 for 2, with a strikeout and a pop-out. Taylor Ferguson. Blue Sox counting on a big hit from him. That could have been it, but instead it's strike one. That's low, blocked by Bosco. He's done some good work behind the plate tonight. Wolf at third, Silvestro at first. And this is lined right back to the second baseman, Hayes. He makes the catch, but then drops it on the transfer. 2 down. So now it's up to Julian Alvarez. 0 for 1 with a walk. And he lines this one down the third base line, but foul for strike one. Blue Sox need to come through here. As he grounds this one down the third base line, foul again. Strike two. Here in the bottom of the fifth with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Mandrus has pitched well. Allowed 2 runs. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Blue Sox strand 2 more runners. And after 5 complete, it is still the Blue Sox 2 and the Bulldogs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow the Blue Sox on the web at LexingtonBlueSox.com, Facebook.com/LexingtonBlueSox, and on Twitter and Instagram, BlueSox_ICL. New pitcher for the Blue Sox is Casey Basone. Basone making his 6th appearance, 2-1 with a 2.75 ERA. In 20 1/3 innings, he's allowed 24 hits, 12 runs, 8 of which are earned, walked 7, and struck out 20. First time facing the Bulldogs this year for Basone. It'll face the heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5, Jeff Roy, Mike Taylor, and Chris Bosco. And before he even throws a pitch, out comes Putty. That ends the night for Tony Anino. as Basone delivers, and it's high ball one. This is deep to right field. Back goes Barboza, and it is gone, and this game is tied. Well, the Blue Sox will rue their missed opportunities yet again as the home run by Roy ties the game here in the top of the sixth. For Roy, it's his first home run of the season and only the fourth by the Bulldogs. So that's in there for strike one. So Roy continues to punish the Blue Sox. A foul ball, and that'll make it 0-2. A flare into center field. Camping under it is Ferguson, and he makes the catch for the first out. That'll bring up Chris Bosco, the catcher, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base. So I'll go in the books as a blown save for Basone, and that'll eliminate the possibility of a win for Tony Anino, as that's fouled into the screen for strike one. Third baseman Silvestro on the lip of the infield grass in case Bosco bunts, as that misses inside 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. Of course, these teams met in the Interstate League Championship Series last year. Blue Sox swept the series, but the Game 3 was an ordeal to 10 innings. Blue Sox only won 2-1. As that's fouled off. And it remains 1-2. Bosco takes inside 2-2. A foul to the right. Job by Bosco. Hanging in here. Seventh pitch of the at-bat upcoming. And this is grounded to the left side this time and foul. Time for the longest at-bat by a Bulldogs batter tonight. Johnny Hayes lost an 8-pitch battle his last time up, last inning. What will Bosco do here? A pop-up on the infield. Russo makes the catch, 2 down. So the 8-pitch at-bats end the same way with pop-outs to the second baseman. And that'll bring up Kyle Brennan, the first baseman. Brennan is 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to second. Again, the Blue Sox, having left 5 men on base tonight, feels like a lot more. Had their opportunities in both the 3rd and 5th inning to pad onto their then 1-run lead, but were unsuccessful, and now here we are in a tie game again. 2-0. It's been a recurring theme for the Blue Sox. Unable to extend on getting a lead, and it's fouled into the screen. 2-1. Unable to extend on getting a lead, and eventually comes back to bite them. Saw it Sunday night against Watertown. Will we see it here tonight against Reading? That's low, ball 3. Get you the line on Tony Nino in a little bit, as that's popped into the screen, and a full count. Full count, 2 out, top of the 6th. Blue Sox will have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up in the bottom half of this inning as they look to get a run back. This is grounded, knocked off of Silvestro and into shallow left, so that'll be a base hit. Can't hit it much harder than that. So the go-ahead run at first, 2 down for Joey Hodap, and that's going to bring Matt Karras out to the mound. So here's Hodap. Reached on fielder's choice and scored in the 2nd. Flew out to right. His last time up to end the 4th. As he takes inside, ball 1. As this is into left field, and this will get down in front of Alvarez for a base hit. And the Bulldogs in business here with 2 out. And that's going to do it for Casey Basone. So we have a pitching change coming to you from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. Bulldogs 2, Blue Sox 2. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game to place your order. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. Here's Johnny Hayes, singled in the second and popped up to second in the fifth. And he'll face the new Blue Sox pitcher, Borja Jones Barceluthe. And Borja making his sixth appearance, 0-1 with a 4.67 ERA. And he misses for ball one. Borja's worked 6 innings, allowed 9 hits, 6 runs, 4 of which are earned, no walks, 5 strikeouts, but has surrendered 2 home runs. Blue Sox surrendered 13 home runs this year as a team. Throw down to first, and he's safe.
It's 2-0, right?
Missed opportunity there for the Blue Sox. They thought they had the runner at first hot up napping. 1-1 the count. That's in there for strike 2. Both runners on base, the responsibility of Basone. Borja looking to wiggle out of this. And the pitch. Grounder up the middle. It'll be fielded by Brown, and it's in time for the out that retires the side. But the Bulldogs even the game with a solo home run by Jeff Roy. And after 5.5, it is the Bulldogs 2 and the Blue Sox 2. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. LSP's next broadcast is tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox visit the Malden Mad Dogs. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy DVD of the game at the LSP store. New pitcher for the Bulldogs is Max Mardani, and he's making just his second appearance of the season. Went 1 inning of scoreless relief, hitless relief with 1 walk against Melrose. That was all the way back in their season opener on May 30th. In his career with the Bulldogs, he is 3-2 with 2 saves with a 3.03 ERA. Last year was by far his best season, in which he made 10 appearances, 16 1/3 innings, a 1.29 ERA, 2-1 with 2 saves, 23 strikeouts in those 16 1/3 innings, 16 hits, 4 runs, 3 of which are earned, and 4 walks. Blue Sox looking to get that run back that they just gave up to tie the game. And Mandel Carmen warming in the bullpen in case the Blue Sox do get it back. So here is Dan Graham to lead things off, 0 for 2 on the night. Blue Sox, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 5 left. Bulldogs, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 6 left. Mardani comes set, and the first pitch is low for ball 1. Big cut and a miss. Well, back foot slider there, and it's 1-1. This is a little looper into shallow left center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Graham aboard with his first base hit of the ball game. Go ahead run at first. And that'll bring up Morgan Brown in a potential sacrifice situation. Anticipating that, third baseman Moja coming in, and it's a pop-up, but it lands foul. Graham being held on at first, and time is called. Brown squares and fouls it directly into the screen. So now he's got to swing the bat. Graham with a small lead at first. The pitch, and he pulls back, still bunting on 0-2. And it's 1-2. He's going to take ball 2 as it squirts away again from Bosco, but he keeps it in front of him. Mandrus with the Mardani with a long look at first, and the pitch is grounded to the left side in the hole, knocked down by the shortstop, Cedeno, and it's an offline throw. But the umpire says he stayed on the bag, And that'll be out number 1.
Probably couldn't tell anyways. You need replay.
So that'll bring up Thomas Russo. 1 for 2 with a single. And Russo takes down in ball 1. That's low. 2-0. Low scoring affair, 2-2 here in the 6th. Blue Sox led 2-1 going into this in the top half of this inning, but a leadoff solo home run by Jeff Roy tied this ball game. Russo's ahead 3-0 with John Puttress on deck. And that's inside ball 4. And time is called as Chris Bosco is going to go out to have a word with Mardani. And now, going to have stoppage of play again. There's more action in the Bulldogs bullpen, and they're going to pull Max Mardani. So we have another pitching change coming to you from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. Blue Sox 2, Bulldogs 2. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP.
Thank you.
Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. So the new pitcher will be Jack Therio for the Bulldogs. Therio, right-hander, third right-hander set out there by the Bulldogs, making his 4th appearance of the season. 2-0 with a 3.11 ERA in 9 innings. He's allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 of which are earned, walked 4, and struck out 5. His first appearance was on June 10th against Somerville, then didn't pitch for a month. His last 2 appearances have come against the Melrose Americans. So here's John Puttress. Putty's 0 for 2 with a ground out to the catcher and a strikeout swinging. Opportunity here for Putty to be the hero. He can get a base hit into the outfield. And he takes high ball 1. Brown at second, Russo at first. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's inside, 2-0. Wind blowing out towards left right now. And he'll take all the way and take strike one, 2-1. Red and black stirrups stunned out there by Therio. As that's in there at the knees for strike two. But he steps out of the box temporarily to reset. And the 2-2. This is down the right field line and just foul. Just a little late there. Therio comes set. And the pitch nearly hits him. In the helmet, no less. Infield playing back here. Runner not being held at first. And the 3-2 pitch. Grounder up the middle. It'll be fielded by the shortstop onto first. Double play. And the one result the Blue Sox did not want out of that at-bat comes true, a 6-3 double play. And we go to the seventh. It is still the Blue Sox 2 and the Bulldogs 2. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. So Borja will stay out there for the top of the seventh, and we'll have a pinch hitter for Andrew Moja, as it'll be Zach Tallis. First pitch to the veteran Tallis is low for ball one. Tallis at .263 with 9 RBIs this year. And he grounds this one too short. Brown has it, fires on to first in time, one down. Blue Sox won a 5-2 ball game last night, and in just about an hour and 45 minutes. We're almost to the 2-hour mark here, where we just got to the top of the seventh, and it's only a 2-2 ball game. First pitch to Darren Hartwell is low for ball one. Hartwell's been on board twice tonight and stolen 2 bases. And he comes up empty for strike one. A foul. Oh, that took a chunk out of the home plate umpire. Mm-hmm.
It's a dangerous job.
Looks like it'll be okay to continue, as we've got a 1-2 count to Darren Hartwell.
Hey, make a pitch right here. Listen.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And a big out there, as Hartwell is retired. 2 up, 2 down for Tyler Cedeno, who's 0 for 3.
Hey, you never know.
He's done the job in the field tonight.
Cedeno, some nice defensive plays, including turning that double play just now to end the bottom of the 6th. Comes up empty here, though, and it's 0-1. Blue Sox will have the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up in the bottom of the 7th. Wolf, Barboza, and Silvestro. As that catches the outside corner, 0-2. Cedeno not impressed. And Borja winds and delivers the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll do it for the top of the 7th. The Blue Sox need 1 to win here in the bottom of the 7th coming up. It's the Blue Sox 2 and the Bulldogs 2. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP.
Hall defensively at third. Hall. Thank you.
You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon at LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Nate Wolf will lead things off. 1 defensive change for the Bulldogs as Luke Hall takes over at third base after Zach Tallis pinch hit in the top half of this inning. And that misses for ball 1. Therio out there as he gets Wolf to swing and miss. 1-1. Wolf Solo home run in the third, single, and a stolen base in the fifth. He fouls this one off, and it's 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Wolf into left field for a base hit. Three for Nate Wolf. And the lineup turns over for Aaron Barboza in another probable sacrifice situation. Bulldogs bench saying absolutely 100% sacrifice situation. And deep coming in here from third is Hall. He pulls back, and it's ball one. Bosco was ready to fire to first, but Brennan wasn't on the bag. He gets the bunt down. It's a good one. Barboza with his speed. He's safe. So first and second. Bunt single there for Barboza. He's 2 for 4. And now Justin Silvestro. Stroh is 2 for 3. Has a chance to be the hero and send the fans home happy. Dario comes set. He's going to try and bunt, but he pulls back, and it's ball one. Corner infielders come in. He squares again, gets it down the third base line, and it is a foul ball. Bosco ensured that it went foul. Just laid out there. You don't see that very often from a catcher. Nope. One and one the count. Stroh squares again, pulls back, and it's inside. Did that hit him? It's a hit by pitch. Now the umpires are going to confer. Yep, he's at first. So the bases are loaded. So Steve Busby not satisfied. Taylor Ferguson erases Ofer. Struck out in the first, popped up to second in the third, lined out to second in the fifth. Infield comes in, and he fouls this one off for strike one. Blue Sox have played too many close games lately. Here's another one. Not just lately, all season, really. Haven't had a lot of the comfortable wins that the Blue Sox are used to. Haven't hit double-digit runs in a game this season yet. Good pitch. Comes back over the plate for strike two. 0-2. There's got to think strike out here, then try and get double play ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. So Ferguson 0 for 4. Dario picks up his first strikeout. Now let's see what Julian Alvarez can do. 0 for 2. Walk in the third, sandwiched between a ground out to third and a strikeout. And Alvarez takes strike one. These sliders that come back over the plate. Start at the front hip, come back over the plate. These are pitches that the Blue Sox have just not been able to do anything with. Low for ball one. Bosco corrals it. He's been busy down there tonight. Bases filled with Blue Sox. Wolf at third, Barboza at second, Silvestro at first. And the 1-1. This is a little chopper. It is fielded, and it's not going to get out of the glove of Cedeno in time, and the ball game is over. It was a high chopper, and Cedeno, for all the defensive gems he's put together tonight, could not get that one off cleanly, and the Blue Sox hang on for the win. So in a game that took 2 hours and 8 minutes, the winning pitcher is Borja Jones Barasaluthe, and he improves to 1-1. The losing pitcher is Jack Therio. He falls to 2-1. No save. The final totals for the Blue Sox, who improved to 14-7 and pull even with the Reds for first place in the ICL. 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and 9 left. And for the Reading Bulldogs, who fall to 10-6-1, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 6 left. Our player of the game is Nate Wolf, 3 for 3 with a solo home run and 2 singles, and the game-winning run. So the Blue Sox, again, another close one. They really want to get the offense going,
Fourth walk-off win for the Blue Sox this year.
you know, to their full capability, but, you know, a win is a win is a win, and it's the 4th walk-off win of the season for the Blue Sox. So, with that said, this has been a presentation of the Lexington Blue Sox in association with Local Sports Productions, serving Greater Boston student-athletes since 2011. Copyright 2018, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Lexington Blue Sox or Local Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. LSP's next broadcast is tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox visit the Malden Mad Dogs. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live. Then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. It is the Lexington Blue Sox 3 and the Reading Bulldogs 2. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.